lihat dong. Ini tas yang kemarin kamu beli di toko Jara. Lucu banget.
Iya kan, kemarin aku beli ini toko Jara, ada ayamnya.
Ih, lucu.
Toko Jara, aku juga kemarin tuh kesana ketemu kayak pegawai tuh mirip yang situ ganteng
Beneran.
serius.
Ya ampun, kita langsung sana.
Iya, so excited.
Hi,
Hi.
Look at this bag, my bag. The bag who I bought from Jara store.
And there is an employee face like Mark, ma'am.
The employee who looks like Mark.
Yes.
Oh iya, ngerjain bikin diary dulu ah. Kemarin kan disuruh sama Memintan. Kemarin inget banget ketemu cowok ganteng. Kemarin aku ketemu cowok ganteng. Di samping rumah. Cowoknya cowok yang tinggal di samping rumah pakainya who atau which ya? Which aja deh, soalnya anak-anak Jaksel suka pakai which is which this samping rumah. Ramah banget kemarin kan nyapa.
Hi guys! Have you ever experienced the same thing like in the previous video before?
Who is still confused when using who, which, whom, and that?
I think there are still a lot of confusion when it comes to relative pronoun.
Even though we know that the use of relative pronouns is really important.
Yes, for example, in daily conversation and then writing text in English, even when we make an application letter or job application letter.
8. Relative pronouns are also useful for TOEFL tests as well.
Yes, therefore, let's find out what is relative pronoun is. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Okay guys, there are the important things that you have to remember. First, relative pronoun is used to connect a clause or a phrase to a noun or pronoun. So basically, relative pronoun is used to connect two kinds of sentences that have the same subject or object. Okay, now we are going to talk about who and whom. Who and whom is for a person, but there are differences between these two. Who is for a person as a subject, and whom is for a person as an object. Whom is for a person as a subject. These are the sentences. We have two kinds of sentences here. The first one is the man works at the post office, and the man is a very kind. These two sentences is talk about the man. So the sentences became the man who works at the post office is a very kind. While a whom is for a person as an object. These are the sentences. We have two kind of sentences here. The first one is I met a guy a week ago. The guy just called me last night. Okay, if we combine these two kind of sentence that talk about the same object, they are the guy. The sentence become the guy whom I met a week ago just calls me last night.
Another reflective pronoun is which is used to modify things. For example, the book was good. I read it. They become the book I read was good.
The next relative pronoun is whose. The word whose is both a possessive pronoun and relative pronoun. We use whose to introduce a relative clause describing someone or something possession. For example, I found the person whose cat lost their collar. Whose cat lost their collar modify the word person. Whose introduce a clause that describe a cat that belongs to the person.
The next is the use of that, which that instead of who, whom, or which in relative clauses to refer people, animal, or things. And however, the use of that is also sound a bit informal than the use of who, which, or whom. For example, the flower that you gave me yesterday is so beautiful. So, that here, it refers to the flower.
Cowok yang tinggal di samping rumah. Pakainya who atau which ya? Which aja deh.
Learning English doesn't always mean sitting in the classroom and studying tricky grammar. Now let's check out some tips on how building your knowledge about relative pronoun.
Tips number 1, read. Read is one of the secret weapons to improve your grammar skill. When you read, you will across different grammar rules and then you will naturally reinforce correct grammar usage in your mind. You will then start to use this in your writing. Same as in the relative pronoun, you have to read carefully the sentence and identify the same object or subject. Then you can determine which of the relative pronoun that can be used.
The second tip is to write. As helpful as reading, practicing to write will also be beneficial for you. The more you practice writing with proper grammar, the more naturally it will come to you. These are great tips to help you with writing proper sentences using relative pronouns.
The last but not least is practice. One of the best ways to build your knowledge is to solve as many exercises as possible. There are many excellent resources to learn English, such as Duolingo, British Council, and many others. Not only that, you can also check this video out like this, and this to keep practicing your relative pronoun and also other grammar rules.
Okay guys, that's all our videos about relative pronoun and some tips to you build your knowledge about relative pronoun. I am Laras Kartika Fitri,
Umi Robiata Solihah,
Intan Yunita Sari.
And Galayuli Hendriani. See you on our next video.
bye!